Hello and welcome to Inspirage Unscripted. I'm here today with Amol Gandhi of Inspirage. Amol has been member of Inspirage Enterprise Data Management team and currently works as Senior Practice Manager. Amol has been part of Oracle Master Data Enterprise Data Ecosystem for close to around 18 plus years. He has worked in various capacities in terms of Oracle technologies and has contributed in delivering complex transformations across multiple customers. Of late, Amol has been part of several initiatives to help clients understand and realize the value of and the importance of data, how it forms the nerve center of an organization. We have invited Amol to Unscripted today to share his expertise with Data as a Service DaaS. Welcome, Amol. Very excited to have you as our guest today.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Chandra. Happy to be part of this discussion.
Wonderful. Just in case we are reaching out to people who haven't heard about DaaS, let's start with the basics. What is DaaS? And possibly could you please give a high level understanding of DaaS to us?
Definitely. So DaaS stands for Data as a Service. I first like to comment on why data and various aspects of it are so important. So for any organization to function with minimal issues because of its data, it needs to manage data quality standards centrally and leverage those across the organization. What it essentially means is organizations or enterprises should look at data and manage it as a strategic asset. Now, as part of our data DaaS offering, we are focused on all aspects of managing the data. That is data quality, data profiling, data validations, standardizations, migrations, and the reconciliation after the onboarding of the data. Now, to enable the expedited outcomes for our customers, Inspirage has developed cloud-based solution that is DaaS. We utilize this tool invariably for all our engagements for a quicker turnaround for the cloud migrations.
Good. We got some high level aspects on this one, and truly it sounds to be an interesting product about. And we wanted to go a little more specific and try to understand what is the unique offering from the DaaS. Could you please explain a little bit more on that?
Definitely. If we say there are a few aspects, but I'd like to highlight some of the key aspects of DaaS as to what it has to offer and what makes it one of the unique solution that is available today. So DaaS offers an end-to-end data onboarding capability, right from the legacy system all the way to Oracle Cloud for multiple entities. I mean, you can start with master data, you have finance, you have supply chain entities, you have the human capital management entities. So essentially, transactional data, master data, referential data, all of it. What's unique about DaaS is it can read from any source. It could be an Oracle database, it could be a flat file, it could be an Excel file with multiple tabs. It essentially accepts data in any format. It can transform it to the Oracle expected format, which is FBDI format as we call it. It can do all that. Now, while it does all of it, while doing this data onboarding, what it offers is, like I mentioned earlier, profiling, cleansing, deduplication, standardization, all those things. So I'll elaborate some of these for our benefit. So data profiling, when we talk about it, this is essentially for enterprises to understand their data readiness for the cloud migration. We work with our clients for this, helping them in effective planning for their cloud journey. The data profiling brings out the gaps that are there in the existing data quality when looked at from the cloud ERP point of view or from cloud ERP lens. I'll give you an example. Say there is an important field, say unit of measure. What if the unit of measure is missing certain values? There are inconsistencies in the format, uppercase, lowercase, and all sorts of various units of measures are used. They are not populated at all. There are inconsistencies in the values as well as the formats. So all these kind of inconsistencies, as they impact customers' ability to effectively use the cloud ERP capabilities, we try to bring those out, and hence identifying those right at the beginning of the cloud journey, it becomes important, and that's why DaaS has a data profiling included in it. When we talk about data cleansing, it's essentially removal of unwanted data. It also means populating the data which is missing. It can be derived on a rule based, I'd say, option, uh, which is segregating the data from an existing field in the legacy ERP uh, for the cloud ERP as it is expected over there. When we talk about deduplication, it generally is the scenario when we have multiple systems, multiple legacy systems having probably the same set of data, which needs to be merged and then moved to a cloud ERP. So we have to ensure there is no deduplication. When we talk about standardizations, transformations, and validations, these are all data quality aspects. To be honest about it, the and this is mainly for the final set of data, like standardizing the unit of measure across the geographies. Taking the same example I spoke earlier, transforming data from one format to the other format based on how the target data model is structured, and lastly, the validations that are to be applied on the data. Now, when I talk about validations, these are two validations. There certainly are validations which will be imposed by the cloud system. But there are few validations which you would like to apply before the data is migrated. We call them custom validations. As an example, I can say CAS number validation. It's a chemical abstracts number assigned by US agency to chemicals. It has a check digit. You can build custom validations around that to ensure that CAS number is the right one. So once the correct data gets into the system, your problems arising out of wrong data getting in the system, they reduce drastically. And finally, it leverages, as I mentioned earlier, it leverages Oracle approved FBDI data onboarding methods while offering the value adds that I just mentioned. So this is in a summary, I can say that this is what DaaS has to offer.
Wonderful. I think nowadays it has become very common. You are going to have a lot of customers acquiring a new set of products as well as the companies, and they all come with their own different systems. I think this comes as a good solution where you standardize, transform, and validate the data before it gets into the mothership of the system what they have in
Right.
place. I
Yes.
think that's a good one.
Yeah.
So anyhow, data has been already part of the business anytime we take it seriously or not. That is the game.
Mhm.
But what makes it much more critical now?
As you know, we already have a large sum of data in the in the businesses so far. We have been into this industry for quite long. So what we essentially see is as the businesses data grow, so does the impact of data on the businesses. When we look at the impact, it comes down to essentially three aspects of impacts. First is the cost impact. Second one is the speed impact or agility impact, and third is the ability to transform the businesses. When I say about the cost, the cost of fixing a data issue, it could become very high with time. So cost to verify a record at the time of entry is very less, but it can go 100 times over if enterprises choose not to do anything with that record and continue to use it in the system and address the issues as we go. The second aspect that I want was mentioning about is speed. It is how quickly can data be made available to the businesses. Uh, if the data is clean, it allows businesses to move seamlessly. As an example, let us say you have a new item that you want to introduce in the organization and you want it to be made available for transactions with a very few speed bumps. This can be achieved if data quality is maintained. Okay, it has impact in terms of cost as well, as you need not maintain the non-optimum back office teams to maintain or to resolve these data issues, right? And the third aspect is about the ability to transform the business. So business transformation in terms of project success, Gartner ranks data quality as one of the top three risks for enterprise project successes. Clean data allows business to transform by using the data to drive metrics and new business practices that will enable their growth, right? So this perspective needs to change. As I mentioned earlier, again, I could say the same thing. Enterprises should start managing their data as a strategic asset. I think that is the key over here.
Right. I think very good point when it comes to the criticality of a data. You mentioned about the cost, you mentioned about the speed, and then we mentioned about the business transformation as well. All the three holds a very important point. Fine. I mean, the DaaS, what is the benefit for the customers or the implementations of the DaaS? And whether this DaaS is one size fits all product, or is it going to cater for different businesses?
So there are two things I'd like to sort of mention over here. One is it is quite flexible. While we say DaaS is a tool, DaaS is also an offering. So because of its flexibility, it can be deployed as part of a business strategy. Uh, if we look at the tool, it is a framework which allows configurable solutions to meet the project requirements, not specific to any particular industry as well. It plays crucial roles in implementations as we have been using it. You go any approach, you go big bang, you go hybrid or phased rollouts. Another interesting use of this tool or this offering can be during the merger and acquisition processes. You have two different sets of data. You want to know how exactly you want to start using that in the merged business. So DaaS can come to your rescue and help create those rules for cleansing and standardizing the data into new shared data set.
Very, very interesting, Amol, because the current implementations we all talk about the acquisitions, and it all comes with multiple products into a single system.
Mhm.
And if this provides the perfect platform and the solution, how we need to take it forward as a single solution from multiple sources, I think we are talking a very good product which can be widely used for all the implementations, be it hybrid or a big bang.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
We understand the current state. Yeah, we understand the current status of the DaaS with your points.
Mhm.
What is your opinion or insights of the DaaS contributing to the digital transformation?
So on the digital transformation, it's actually a buzzword these days. Every organization wants to talk about and act on digital transformation. What we have seen is you cannot achieve optimal business value from your business transformation initiatives if it is not backed by a clean and standard data. As far as we are concerned, uh, data transformation is a prerequisite to digital transformation. You deal with what you want and what you have, and it should be a standard and a clean data to drive your digital transformation. While digital transformation is the need of the hour, but what we see is that the businesses that miss the data transformations are more likely to sacrifice the business value they get out of the digital transformation efforts that they are expending.
Very well said, Amol, because the digital transformation is the need of the heart, and what they actually, businesses miss is the digital transformation. More likely, they sacrifice the business value of the digital transformation. That's a
Yeah.
very good point to take in. So I think we covered most of the points which we wanted to discuss, and that's all we have here in this session. Thanks to all of you for coming and watching on this one and getting a good insight about the DaaS. And if you think this product is something for you or your customer or your company or your business strategy, please reach out to us more.
We'll be more than happy to assist you in your cloud journey.